Big exciting news to start your afternoon as big focus on grants. Grants. Those grants are outstanding now, and the grants that are coming as renewed optimism to get your second stimulus is right on board. Amid those comments by Jerome Powell detailed in the video before this. Meantime, the Temple of Doom is speaking out today. The fact that she lost some seats. She lost some Democratic seats. They didn't do stimulus. Yeah, C for stimulus worked, and now she's responding to the situation. So let me say she's just not a little happy. She's a little bit upset. But the good news is she's not upset. Not as upset as when she sees the results of a San Francisco hairstylist. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons LALATE. I hope you're good and safe. This is Purple, and we are really on pack to get our stimulus, and it's really quite exciting news. I'm so glad you're here. It's a great day. We're going to have an incredible lot of fun, and I'm inside because it's incredibly hot outside. Yes, it's winter time, or it's fall, and there's a heat wave that will just absolutely crisp you, burn your ends more than... more than the blow dryer, the San Francisco hairstylist. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, because we're going to get through this pandemic together and get to the other side. And then we have a lot of new programming rolled out today. 2 new shows in the last 24 hours, so can't miss them. Also, like this video. If you did not catch Holidays LALATE at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, replacing 28, thank you. You can still catch it on the channel. It's on the front of the channel, and it's every day at 12 noon. A lot of great private messages saying, I love that show. And yesterday we debuted Being Mitch, which comes right after this video. It's the new hit show that replaces McConnell and Trump. In this video, I'll be going over a lot of great news, and that is stimulus and grants especially. I'm going to get back on message on grants. The grants that are out there you can get, the grants that come in that you can focus on. And I'll be going over those comments by the Temple of Doom as to what happened on election night. Needless to say, she's not happy. Needless to say, she's a little bit PO'd. But when you see her remarks, you're going to be like, really? Really? It's a good day. I'm glad you're here. And let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that the House and the Senate will have to come together and pass a stimulus package together, and that everything that you thought and knew and were planned or programmed by the mass programmer herself as to what you should believe, or don't come back to me unless, or whatever your name is, or don't talk to me unless you give me more money, that's gone. That's literally gone. We are back to scratch. And so it's important to understand, Purple Power family, the followers of this channel, Purple Power, is that everything is getting rewritten. We're going back to scratch, and that her way or the highway is no longer the situation because of the following. The situation has resolved itself, and now we see that the Senate is led by Republicans. The House is led by Democrats, and that ultimately her plan for the last 6 months, which was don't pass stimulus because I will get the Senate for the Democrats on election night and be able to pass anything I want. $600 a week, $50,000 grants, $400 billion for Gavin and Andrew. I'll be able to pass anything I want. Did not happen. So the fact that that did not happen has been a humbling experience for the Temple of Doom. It showed that you worked. It showed that Purple Power had a victory. Seats for stimulus. She didn't get what she expected. Now, it's actually quite worse for her. And why? Because the Republicans captured 5 of her House Democratic seats. So she actually lost seats on election night. She didn't gain seats. And so in the House. And so what's important to understand is that when we were detailing on this channel all these months about the problem solvers telling Nancy Pelosi to do a standalone bill for stimulus checks, and the new Democratic coalition saying, please do a standalone bill for FPUC, and the Blue Dog Democrats saying, Nancy, you need to do a standalone bill for this. Do this right now. And she said, no, the caucus is aligned. The caucus is together. We are unified. I don't know. I'd never heard them say that to me. I never heard it. Well, we saw the first matriculation of this happen when she put her last bill up for a vote, and several Democrats followed what we had been tweeting the hours and days before. Don't vote for her bill. They voted against her bill. And so now we know that on election night, it followed even worse. Democrats lost seats because of their inability to stand up to the Temple Doom and their inability to pass stimulus. Republican Nancy Mace has beaten Democrat Rep. Joe Cunningham in South Carolina's 1st District. GOP Stephanie Bice is defeating first-term Democrat Rep. Kendra Horn in Oklahoma's 5th District. Republican Michelle Fishback has beat longtime Democrat Colin Peterson in Minnesota's 7th District. GOP candidate Yvette Harrell will win her rematch against first-term Democrat Rep. Boy, it's a hard name, Zolia Torres Small in New Mexico's 2nd District. And Republican Ashley Hinson will defeat first-time Representative Amy Finkeldom in Iowa's 1st District. Wow, do you see a common theme there? One, 5 House Democrats lost. Second, they were beat by all women who are GOPs. Wow, incredible. So that's really quite interesting. The Democrats did gain 2 seats in other races. Democrat Deborah Rose and Kathy Main will win races in North Carolina's the 2nd 6th District. So Nancy Pelosi responded to the situation and said, now the Democratic House and the White House, notice she doesn't mention Mitch. Yeah, you notice that? She doesn't mention the Senate. She's just like, she's just talking about Steve Mnuchin still. What's going on there? Stop talking about Steve. Stop talking about the Senate. This is where I want you to dial in to realize what's going on with the... she said that the Democratic House and the White House will now have the opportunity to deliver extraordinary progress on issues like healthcare, not happening, infrastructure, not happening, and clean government, maybe. She acknowledged a challenging election and said Democrat candidates made us proud. Okay, that's good. The truth of the matter is, let me dial into why that is so irrational, that statement. What she's referring to is infrastructure. She's referring to the $7 trillion bill that Joe Biden wants to pass. It's not going to pass. Joe Biden's $7 trillion bill, Joe Biden's tax increase, Joe Biden's breakup of tech-regulated companies, it's not going to pass. Talk to anyone on Wall Street. It's not going to pass. The Senate is GOP. So what I want you to focus on, because I want you to be informed, is that as we, as the Purple Power, stand up and start talking about grants right now, you have a person who doesn't realize that she did not get her way. And the reality has not set in. She makes no mention of the Senate. She makes no mention of Mitch, and you can see it's really frosting her, and she still thinks that she's going to get her way. The reality is going to set in very quickly, and if it is not, you need to help it. All right, let's get to some grants. Let's get to some grants and some free money, baby. All right, free money Thursday. First, CARES Act 1 has money out there. That's the first stimulus package that has $150 billion of state and local that's out there. That money was dedicated to states that are now dedicated to cities and counties. Go get it. The money is out there. And as a result, the money is out there. They have to use it or lose it. And please go get that money. The way you find that money is going on Google News and searching for grants plus your city or county and looking for it. They're announcing them every single day. There's also private grants. Some people are actually sending me some of those. I'm going to put them in the community page. I'm behind on that, so I'm sorry. There's some private grants. What's important to understand is that if you're on SSDI, SSI, Social Security, or Railroad benefits, you may qualify for rent grants and food grants. If you are a worker who worked during this pandemic as a frontline worker, you may qualify for hazard pay-ish grants. If you are a citizen of the state and you make less than a certain amount of money, despite whether you're on SSDI or not, you may be qualified for a stimulus grant. Every state is different. If you need help finding these grants on a state level, go on Twitter and put in the hashtag of your state, like hashtag CA, excuse me, I messed that up. Hashtag purple CA space hashtag LALATE to find a Purple Power Caucus delegate member in your state. These are self-appointed people that are here to help you. Also, if you just need help, sometimes just sending a message, putting a message on the channel, and maybe someone will respond to you. They may actually respond that way. Or just tweeting something with the hashtag Purple Power. Someone may help you if there is no one in the state that's actually out there. Some people are more sophisticated with computers than others. And so that's the spirit of this channel, helping one another. Let's then go to private grants. A lot of your businesses that you are working at are now paying grants, and those are called bonus pay or thank you pay or something like that. They don't call it hazard pay. So I want you to be on a big alert, because I have a lot of viewers who work at Walmart or Target or Amazon or Home Depot or Lowe's, and a lot of them are rolling out some grants. What you would call free money, additional money based upon the number of hours you work. So please be on high alert for that. Next, there are situations where you can get money that I don't talk about because I just presume you know about it. If you watched one of the earlier videos today, I don't remember which one it was, I talked about a very nice viewer who had dropped a super chat donation on Early Mornings LLA, and he said that 2 of his children have now gotten COVID-19. What can I get? And I said, please look at PUA, because PUA has a classification that says you can get PUA if you cannot reach your place of employment, or if your children have contracted COVID-19, or a family member has contracted COVID-19, or you've contracted COVID-19. So I presume over the next few weeks, I will have viewers that contract COVID-19 or know someone that contracts COVID-19. PUA may be found on your state's unemployment website. It's called Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. Again, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, PUA. It is based upon, it starts at the base level of your state's numbers. And if you're just going on it now, there's nothing that would go on top of it. There is no FPUC because it's not been passed. But if it is passed, it would come to you later on. So that's great news. All right. What is proposed under second stimulus, and what does Purple Power need to push for? A grant for EIDL. That would be for my Uber Lyft drivers, my Grubhub, my Airbnb operators, my sole practitioners, my truck drivers, anyone that's a solo or an independent contractor. That's a grant for you. My SSDI, SSI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, or any veterans or any seniors, you can look for the rent grant and the food grants. That's under the second stimulus package when it's approved. Again, it's not approved yet. Next, the Lifeline grant. I just don't see it happening. A $50,000 grant for every person coming from the Republican Senate. No, never going to happen. Never going to happen. Would EIDL grants go to $10,000? Never going to happen either. Well, let me say this. It is strange, and I've not talked about this yet. If Joe Biden does capture the presidency, but the Senate remains Republican, what's going to happen with Javita Carranza, with all my EIDL viewers who never got the remainder of their $10,000 grants? Yeah, that will be another video. So get ready for that. I'm not going to I'm not going to predict the situation just yet, but yeah, there's that situation. There's a CDC grant under the second stimulus package. That is for frontline workers. The definition of it is uncertain, and the number and the amount of money is up to what it is revised. So you see that there's all these grants in there. Oh, and also, if there's state and local money, Mitch has said that he'll do state and local money under the second stimulus package. It presumably would go only to fire, rescue, police, or other civil servants, public workers who worked in the pandemic, to have them reimburse extra money. That would come to you. Other than that, what's important, Purple Power, is get on social media and make very loud and clear that you want certain grants to come. If you want hazard pay, to get in there and argue for it. I don't think $10,000 is going to happen, but you could certainly see some amount for hazard pay. I think everyone wants to have it. Let me go over some incredible questions and comments from yesterday's video. Tamara, please God, let it be telling the truth. Debbie, stay positive. Gamer, one-time payment of $1,200 is not even close to be enough. It needs to be at least $4,000 check for just the people to get caught up. $6,000 if you want economy stimulated. Narita, I'm still in this hell with or not without this stimulus check. Elizabeth, stay positive, everyone. Praise the Lord. Delana, but how much stimulus would give to the people who've lost everything and have to restart? Valerie, good evening, LA. Would be great if they start sending out the bills next week. It would not be next week. Understand routing times. I've gone over routing times. It takes at least 10 days when something becomes law to send it out. Next week would be, they would have had to have it a law last week. So it can't be, you would never receive the money next week. Denny, I'm going to start up a mobility scooter gang in my neighborhood. All scooters will be painted purple. Okay. He's laughing. Jake, we're all Americans, the heart and soul American. We count on it. Edmond, everyone aboard. The stimulus train, the finish line is in sight. I love that. Gallup for me. Stay optimistic, Purple Power family. We made it this far. We have. We've done incredible jobs, Gallup. Colleen Balda. Hey, Purple Power family. Bless it. Looks like stimulus is coming. Yippee skippy. Mike Branch. I bet you President Trump wish you had done the executive order. Yeah. Yes. He did not focus on the economy. Betty Baldwin, we need our money. People are losing their cars. Dorar. Michael Gore, Queen Nancy needs to be put in her place. Diane Blake, good afternoon, everyone. Let's go Purple Power. Let's get that stimulus check going. Our checks, love it. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below, and I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Coming up next is our new hit show, Being a Mitch, and then followed by that is Street and Stimulus. If you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do. Go fund this channel, subscribe, so you don't miss a new video when a new video goes live. Also hit the alert button. You want to make sure you don't miss videos and be part of this incredible community. Coming up next is Being a Mitch. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay at LA for more.